This is the Kpopcast, the show that brings you the best sounds and ideas in K-pop each week. I'm your K-pop DJ Peter Lowe.
And I'm your PD Nim, Michaela.
Hi, I'm Sara.
wait, I think we missed a line there.
Okay.
And this week is another round of hit replays featuring Sara.
Hello.
AKA Young Ajummah.
Yes, that is correct.
Thank you.
But first, what are hit replays?
Hit replays are songs we recommend y'all listen to on repeat or replay for the week. And again, Sara, you are the guest this week, so you go first. What is your hit replay for this week?
So for this week, I have really been replaying Hoshi's Spider.
Yes!
Yay.
I'm so excited to talk about. Oh, go on.
Okay, yeah. So as I'm sure everybody knows, Hoshi is from 17, and this is his first solo, I guess, he was making a mixtape, I believe, but this is his
from his mixtape.
Yeah, and I was blown away by how good this is. Just like from the musicality to the choreography, it was
the
just
physicality.
Yes, the physicality, all the alities, all the alities were just absolutely incredible. And like how Peter was doing, like now I'm like, spiders are my friend now.
I've never seen I don't think anybody else could physically personify a spider better. Like everything about his performance was amazing.
Right.
This is makes me happy about the merger. Like being able to see content like this from 17, because who knows if Pledis would have let them do all of this on their own.
If they could afford all the props.
Yeah.
Yeah,
they would be broke.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Hive.
Oh, that's right. That's the new name. Yes, thank you so much.
Thank you, Hive.
So yeah, that's definitely been on repeat. It will probably continue to be on repeat because every time I get a little bit tired of it, it seems like they release like the dance practice and then the choreography version and then the studio tune version. So yeah, I'll be playing it for a while. But it's
something you want to see from all those angles because there's just so much going on.
Yes.
I'm sorry. I was so hyped when I first watched this music video. I've never really looked at Hoshi this way, and now I just can't look away.
Which way, Michaela?
I have respect for him as an artist. He's also very attractive as a spider.
Yes.
The core, the upper arm strength. Anyway, Peter, what is your hit replay?
So I surprised myself. It's just Happy Eggo Bop. It's STAYC's A.C.E, which coincidentally is the name of my company, A.C.E, that I work for right now. But I was doing a redrum of this song, and it's just catchy AF, even if you don't want it to be. I'm sorry, now that I'm going to play this clip, it's going to be in your brain whether you want it or not. And it's my redrum forced me to re-listen to this a few times. And so it's got that upbeat hip-hop feel in the chorus, and the melody in the chorus is just I don't know, it's just so fun and playful. Yeah. That's my hit replay. But Michaela, I am so stoked for your hit replay this week.
Okay. I tried to figure out how to introduce my hit replay this week, but somebody in the comments of this music video, shout out to DJ or D.J.D, that says there is no heterosexual explanation for this music video, and I love it.
I love that comment.
Oh my god. So my hit replay is Qodes. Sorry, Qodes. That's how you pronounce it. It's spelled Qodes, and their song LALALA. It's from their debut album. This is a new girl group. I again don't know that much information about them other than this music video, and that's all I need, because we talked about last week with Only One Of, and this using like a homosexual or queer baiting in their music videos. And we really should have this conversation about what that means for the LGBT plus community. But then we also get things like this where it's like, oh, let's put that on the back burner and just appreciate what we're looking at here.
Yeah, they went for it. I think that was the critique that we had with Only One Off. Like they're just kind of, brushing on the periphery. And like this one is just like, we know what we want to do. We're just going to do it like in an unadulterated fashion. So I am so for it. And not to mention the song is really good too.
Yeah, it's my favorite song off of the album. Yeah, I mean, it's not only is it visually pleasing, but the song is super catchy. So check it out. Qodes, the new group, their song La La La. Killing me, yeah. You killing me, la 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 la. You feeling me, yeah. La 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 la. You know that I gave up tonight. La 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 la. You know I really love you. Yeah. So those were our hit replays, but we also heard from you, the listeners. I want to give a shout out to Breaker, who said, I know the song has been out for a while, but sometimes you need to break out the EXID. My hit replay is EXID's Lady. It was on shuffle while I was working, and I couldn't help but starting to vibing. Old hip-hop style, Ellie's rap, and the vocal lines are straight vibes. I love the New Jack Swing, or not exactly New Jack Swing, but 90s block party feel, so ditto. Yeah.
But there can only be one listener highlight that we prominently feature for each episode. The person, the listener who gives the most insightful thing to say. So, Michaela, I'll hand it your way to announce who that listener comment comes from.
And the listener is K-pop Took Over My Life, or at mheligum on Twitter, and they said, because we tweeted out a gif of Byungkwan like with headphones bopping, because he was like, oh, we want to know where hit replay is, and they said that seeing that gif made me immediately think of A.C.E, Take Me Higher. The song is so bright and positive. It's an immediate mood boost for me and just makes me very happy. The guys sound great on it, and the colorful crop top filled MV makes it a nice viewing alongside the great song. So yes, I agree.
Gotta love crop tops.
A.C.E and crop tops.
Yeah, I want to shout out that we tweeted back at them and they said, good answer, and they said, I'm full of them.
Yeah, but Sarah, you were mentioning before, this is very different from some music that A.C.E putting out right now.
So I am a casual A.C.E listener, and I always know them for like their really hard hitting choreography and like kind of the dark tones of their music.
Yeah.
So this song is like 180 from that.
Yeah.
Still good, just like very different.
So, it's their summer bop. It came out back in like June, I think, of 2018, 2019.
Yeah, it was a few years ago.
Yeah, but again, great hit replay.
Yeah.
Thank you, K-pop Took Over My Life.
Baby, take me higher. 너무 아름다워. 너무 눈부셔. So baby, take me higher. 너무 날 고마워. 내 존재 이유야. 이 순간은 보게 느껴 온몸이 떨려. Every day, everywhere, everything about you and I.
So up next, K-pop news headlines. Michaela, take us away.
So Song Ye-ji's agency releases statement addressing reports that she manipulated Kim Jong-hyun's behavior during his drama Time. Okay. Yeah, so Dispatch had released some very interesting text messages, allegedly from these two, which I can only describe as just like a very sub-dominant like relationship. Like it's weird.
Can you see my
it's
face?
Very weird.
Just uncomfortable. It's so uncomfortable.
I mean, it started with, at least for me, who wasn't like, in the know and actively following a lot of this stuff. It's like, man, why is this guy being like so cold to SNSD queen and co-star, during all these press ops? And then it turns out it looks like, his girlfriend is being hella manipulative and say like, do not look at anyone. Like, write out all romance scenes in the drama. Like, you will not do this. You will not look at, breathe or.
But his response is like basically like, yes, master. Like he's very much just like letting her do whatever and following whatever she says.
Yeah.
Allegedly. Again,
Allegedly.
these are from Dispatch. So
right.
Who knows?
Gotta take it with a huge grain of salt. Look, I'm not one to yuck someone else's yum, but I'm not going to let my relationship get in the way of me getting my money,
Yeah,
so
your profession.
And it's strange because it's not like she's not in the industry as well.
Yeah.
So she should know, like, whatever he does on set, that's work. Like, he's dating you. And I'm, just looking at these text messages, like, send me what's going on, like a video of what's happening, like, right now. It's like, are you serious? Ugh. But I do know she's getting a lot of backlash on this. So
yeah. And I didn't even like her in that Kim Soo-hyun drama, so it's okay.
So there you go.
Anyway, moving on. Peter, next headline.
Yeah, so this is another downer, but I think we got to talk about it. SM came out and made a statement on video staff allegedly taking inappropriate photo of aespa's winner. So if you're not familiar, during a photo shoot opportunity with I can't pronounce this luxury fashion line,
Givenchy,
that one. I guess the director of the photo shoot kind of walked up behind Winter and took you could see that he had on his phone in one scene, the camera was on, he walked up behind her, his phone went down there, and then he walked off screen, and it just seemed like, for people who watched that scene, it's like, did he just?
Yeah, it was upskirt shot. That's exactly what he just did. Oh my god, I watched the video and I threw things. Not my baby aespa, just please protect these girls.
Yeah.
Well,
what was the SM's like clarification on this?
Yes.
Statement?
So SM's clarification was, quote, the individual who appeared in the video in question is the photographer who was in charge of the photo shoot, and we have confirmed that he didn't do anything that warrants misunderstanding. They continued, Winter also enjoyed posing for the photo shoot at the time, and she says there was nothing upsetting nor any situations that could warrant misunderstanding on the set. We are grateful to the fans who worried about her, and we hope there will be no more misunderstandings.
We have a whole editorial about, aespa not, being worried about having agency in their life and being controlled by their company and the image the company is forcing them to be portrayed. Go check that out. But this just makes me worried.
I think the weird thing, I forget, maybe it was like DK News or someone who was watching also pointing this out, but the first part of one of the sentences in the statement was, quote unquote, Winter also enjoyed posing for the photo shoot. Like, what does that have to be in this statement? Like, why bring that into this? I guess maybe they're trying to maintain and salvage a professional relationship and try not to tarnish this brand deal and somehow. I don't know, but it didn't seem like a good way to protect their idol.
Yeah. SM, once again.
But again, this is all alleged, who knows? But if you look at the footage yourself, I'll let you be the judge.
Okay, moving on.
Yes. So in Gemini Man, but make it K-drama news, we have a fabulous new film coming up, a sci-fi film about, clones. If you've watched Gemini Man, if you haven't, that's okay.
Yeah, it was a...
Yeah,
Anyway.
it was one of those. But so the film is called Sobok, and it has some really popular drama actors, Gong Yoo and Park Bo-gum. Very, very handsome. Sorry, Peter, but they are.
Please go off, Sarah. This is your time to shine.
Yeah, like honestly, I would watch Gong Yoo like act in a cardboard box if that was his thing, because he's an amazing actor, and he's also very handsome, and he works out a lot, so it's like, oh yes. Okay, but so basically this movie is going to be about clones, and Gong Yoo is going to be the older person, and as I said, Park Bo-gum will be the
Clone?
Yeah. So I'm in my head, I'm like, I don't see them looking similar, but hey, I mean, there's makeup, and honestly, like, does it really matter if they look exactly the same? I don't think so. No one's really going to be paying that close attention to it when those two actors are on screen.
Yeah.
So what's interesting is it is a drama, but they're also going to be releasing it on demand as well. So if you can't get to the movie theaters because of the current situation, you can just watch it, stream it at home.
Yeah.
So I'm excited about it.
I think it's one I will watch, because I am into the science fictions and clones and dystopian futures. So it sounds like it's up my alley.
Yeah, and you're going to get a lot of that this year. The sci-fi wave is rolling through Korea right now. So many things in pre-production. So we're going to...
That's wonderful.
Yeah, this is just the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
In other new face news, we've got Cube, and they're announcing the debut of their new idol group, Light Some Plus. Or just Light Some. Excuse me.
I think it's just Light Some.
Yeah, just Light Some.
Cool.
Okay. Can I just say that I'm cautiously optimistic? However, it's Cube, so it's like a smidge optimistic. Mostly just like, I'm judgy already. I hope that they do right by them, but judging from their past issues, I don't know.
And then does that make G-Idol like the new 4-minute now? Is it just going to be the Soyeon show in the future?
I hope so.
Because they're going to focus on this new... I know you hope so, Peter, but there are other people in G-Idol other than Soyeon.
Yeah, might be. I mean, we saw what happened with, like you mentioned, 4-minute. Who else was under Cube? CLC recently, yeah. So it's like they trade...
Recently, they're still there.
I mean,
come on,
are they?
Sorn.
Are they though? Okay, but Sorn is releasing music on her own that I don't think is under Cube, and I don't know.
I think she's still tied under Cube, but I think she's working with virtually zero resources, and she had to get all things approved, but she had to finance and do all the production herself, which is kind of silly.
Ugh. That's so ridiculous. So at that point, you're not under an agency, in my mind, if they're not paying for anything.
They're taking the money.
That's just me being grumpy.
They're taking the money for it. So that's how it works, Sarah.
Ah, got you. Yeah. Okay, now it's clear.
Yeah.
So we'll see about Light Some.
Yeah, I think it reminds me of Cherry Bullet and sort of like the pixelated video game aesthetic, Eggyo as well. But if they can work Soyeon in there somehow, have her feature on a few of the songs, maybe have her produce some of the music, I'd be all behind it.
So in problematic poltergeist news, Korean entertainment companies are wary of Chinese money. So if you guys didn't know, there was supposed to be a drama called Joseon Exorcist. I'm a really big fan of Park Sung-hoon, who was going to be in this drama, and it was probably going to be like his really big hit that was going to take him to the top because he's an amazing actor. And then it got canceled because it portrayed too much things that were indicative of Chinese culture, not Korean culture. And Koreans were really mad about that because there's this issue with Chinese people appropriating Korean culture as their own, and it's not going to happen anymore. Yeah. And they filmed 2 episodes, I believe. So they put all that money into this show, and we're never going to see it as of now. So.
Yeah. I was really upset about this one because exorcisms, horror, I'm like a horror buff. So I was assuming that this would be right up my alley. First 2 episodes came out and I was like, okay, I'll binge it this weekend. And then all of this came out.
Yeah.
And it went from them trying to edit out the scenes that were inappropriate, according to one of the articles that I read, to just them having to cancel it in its entirety.
Yeah, and then no network will touch it because they don't want the blowback from the Korean public.
Backlash. Yeah, and because I am not like, I'm a casual watcher and I don't know the nuances that a lot of, obviously, the Korean audience knew. Like I saw and I'm like, I don't get the big deal, you know? And then I started reading like why it was a big deal. So kind of sucks.
Yeah. I understand, but yeah, we're in this Park Sung-hoon.
Yeah, it sucks for the actors because I don't know if they're going to get paid. And they did a lot of work. And that's the thing. Because so what happened was, from what I read, we'll say it was like 16 episodes. I'm not sure if it was 16 or 12, but they had filmed most of it. However.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Okay. And then the first 2 episodes were already out on Viki or one of the other streaming sites. So it was out. But then, you know, they had to shut down and it was like, well, sorry, guys, we don't get money, so you don't get money. And it's like, wait, we've put in all this time. So as far as I know, allegedly it's ongoing. Hopefully these actors will get paid, but I don't know.
Yeah, legislation needs to change. Like doesn't matter if you got to pay the contractors. You have to pay the special effects people for the work. It's not like... And we understand how hard the hours are for Korean productions.
Right.
Yeah.
Like labor unions, what? Like people kill themselves basically to put out these dramas.
Yeah.
Okay, really let's move on. Let's move on to happier news. So Kingdom is happening, right, Peter?
Oh my goodness. Yeah. Hey, shout out to Dina in the Kpopcast Slack, who's also been like really riffing off of this show, and she shared this one performance video of A.C.E doing one of my favorite songs by them, Wonderland. And just reimagined in this like nautical swashbuckling pirate.
The production value is just crazy. Like, now I understand why these labels were like, hey, Mnet, we didn't know we could put that much money into our performance.
Yeah, we're not going to be stood up for, or have this contrast, against our competition.
Yeah, no spoilers, but, because of this performance, the headaches were overthrown by the tentacles.
Oh.
That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah, there were tentacles, like release the Kraken sort of thing going on with A.C.E.'s showcase. It was really dope.
They set the bar. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Among others, there are a lot of other great performances in Kingdom.
SF9. Sorry.
Yes. Anyway, moving along, that concludes our Hit Replay episode for the second week of April. Let our listeners know where they can find you each on Twitter, on the internet, where they can find your things. Yeah. So,
Sarah, promote.
Yes.
What's up?
Okay, so you can find me across all social media as Young Ajummah. That's YOUNG AJUMMAH. And you can also check out my K-drama podcast, where my co-host and I talk about all things drama related and movies and food that we eat during dramas. So
what's it called?
It's called K-Drama Reports, right? That would be helpful.
K-Drama Reports.
Yes, and we are available on Spotify and wherever you listen to podcasts. So K-Drama Reports.
How much K-drama knowledge is required before listening to K-drama reports?
0.
Even better.
Yeah, it's really cool. And every once in a while we have a special guest. Most recently, well, we've had more guests since then, but one of the highlights was actor Chae Jung-hyuk, who was in Sisyphus, which wrapped up not too long ago.
Yeah.
So
I've
that
yet
was
to,
cool.
to check that one out. But
Yeah.
That was a really cool interview.
Yeah. He talks about things, and he's actually pretty normal. So that was really cool.
Well, I'm subscribed as well.
Oh, okay. Thanks, Peter.
Okay.
You can just find me on Twitter at Michaela J K-pop or at Michaela J K-pop.
I'm at DJ Peter Lowe.
But you can also tweet all of us at the Kpopcast on Twitter.
Oh, but Michaela, you know what's better than a tweet or tweeting at us?
What is that, Peter?
A voice memo.
A voice memo? What?
Yeah, that's right. So just record yourself on your phone and send it in, and we can drop you into these episodes directly. Also, I want to apologize because K-pop and RPGs actually evidently sent us a recording,
Oh no!
but it went to our spam filter on our email. So we need to figure out maybe a better way to receive them. You can tweet a link to the thing. You can DM it to us. Or you can actually join our Slack and just drag and drop it
Even
in
better.
Slack. Just drag and drop it right there. It's really easy. So that's the easy way to give it to us.
Yeah, incentive for you guys to come and join our Slack and continue the conversation. We can talk about Kingdom. We can talk about our rage over what's happening with Espa. Oh, anyway.
Or Sarah's last podcast episode.
Oh my gosh. Or that.
K-drama reports.
K-drama reports. We talked about, what's the one? Penthouse.
Ooh!
Yeah. So
Don't even get me started.
No.
Oh, don't even. Okay. I'm gonna hold it in. I'll save it for Slack. So if you guys.
Awesome. I'll be there.
All right. Hey, Sarah, is there anything that you want to close out? Drop the mic on. Final word.
Final word. Stan ITZY. They're coming back, and I'm excited.
Yay!
Guess who?
Hopefully not with JYP.
Oh no, we gotta have that whisper.
JYP.
All right.
Okay,
Bye,
bye.
y'all.
지금 표정과 한쪽 사이에 스쳐간 봄날